And we're joined now by the City of Buffalo's Department of Public Works Commissioner Nathan Marton. Commissioner, good morning. Thank you for joining us. I know you've been very busy. A travel ban remains in place in Buffalo this morning. What can you tell us about the latest on the ground? How are people doing? How are power outages? Lay it on us.
Yeah, good morning, Dash. I appreciate the opportunity to just give everybody a little bit of insight here, in addition to your reports from the City of Buffalo. So, as you just heard, we're expecting a couple more inches of snow, or a few more inches anyway today, and we hope that's really going to be the close of the storm that has devastated, the area. So, with that close of snow, we're moving fully into our recovery and process in terms of clearing snow, assisting some of those life and safety operations, which are still ongoing. It was a high focus for us for many days in the heat of the storm, certainly with all those blizzard conditions and zero visibility conditions. So those are continuing, and we're supporting that. But we're really into trying to get streets open, streets cleared at this point in time. So just a whole lot of snow.
Yeah, and snow. Buffalo is no stranger to snowstorms, but I know from so much of the reporting that we've heard that this storm was different. So walk us through some of the biggest challenges your department has faced. Just how significant was this?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, Buffalo, as you said, is known for the snow capital. I mean, our city gets a lot of snow throughout the winter. I will say these two storms, the one we had in November and today, have already exceeded what we would expect for a normal winter season. So, we're there already in terms of kind of that overall quantity for the season. So,
wow.
From our, it's just in these two storms in this 1 month. So, from our perspective, the challenges have been really significant. I mean, the amount of snow, certainly first, and then those blowing winds have caused conditions to vary all over the city. So, some streets where there were high winds, you might have a very little bit of snow, but we can have drifts of 3, 4, 5, excess of 6 feet in some places that, take snow plowing out of the equation, and you're really into a snow hauling operation where we've got to bring in high lifts and dump trucks and actually pick and scoop the snow and move it out. So we're moving that operation throughout the city as well. Focusing some of on our mains and secondaries in the city, but also at the same time getting into those residential. We've got a lot of residential streets that are that we need to get to clear those open pass, those first pass, what we call them punch-through passes, where we can get a lane at least of access for emergency vehicles. We're diligently working on that. And then the full clearing of streets would occur afterwards. But a lot of work to do with the amount of snow and down power lines and abandoned cars, all over the place. And the challenges of people driving, even though we've got a driving ban in the city of Buffalo, we still are finding a lot of people out and about, just hampering our efforts as a first responders and DPW to be efficient and effective.
Yeah, I know it's so important for folks to stay home right now so that your teams can get that work done. Look, it's already clearly been a rough start to the winter season with a few storms already, mainly due to that lake effect. What advice are you giving to Buffalo residents at this time who are still dealing with these conditions?
Yeah, I mean, we're, from that perspective, focus on life and safety is first and foremost. So, we're encouraging those people who can, to stay home, to allow us to be on the streets, clearing streets, but getting to the houses that need our support, from our standpoint, from the police or fire. The less traffic, the better. So our first encouragement is for people to stay home. But, if you are having a medical emergency, we want you to call that in, and we'll organize through our command center and support teams to get to you. So we certainly want to do that. We're working diligently with the power company locally. I think at one point in time we had over 21,000 outages, customers across the city. We're under 4,000. It's still a lot, and we want to be moving and clearing those as fast as we can and getting power restored. So, we're working as close as we can with those officials to get power restored and then get all those streets, at least those first pass, and open up for access.
Yeah, so much work still to do. We'll let you get back to doing it. Commissioner Marton, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.